Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all for coming. You guys up there in the top, I see you. 3 near fall points for you, buddy. Yes, I love your channel too. Keep putting out your videos. Press row. Keep flashing the bulbs. Keep recording. Because we have today a video that is going to knock the wrestling world on its back and get pinned. What if I told you just because you jump and yell and scream, hold up 2 fingers and yell 2 really loud, you think you know what a takedown is, but you really don't. Well, this is video number 39 in the High School Wrestling World video series. My name is Alex Green. Stay tuned because we are going to rock your world with the information in this video. Okay, full disclosure. I really envision myself being Steve Jobs or Elon Musk at a new product unveiling because I'm really excited about this video. This is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and I finally got the wrestlers together to get some footage for the explanations, and I'm excited about this one. In football, one of the most controversial back and forth calls that official makes for either side is holding. The other side thinks it's holding, the other side thinks it's not holding. In basketball, it's the traveling or the walk call. In baseball, it's how big the official behind the plate makes the strike zone. In wrestling, it is always the takedown. You have, as you see on the screen here, people buy the foam fingers to hold up, like the sport fingers, for 2. You have people yelling out, they make the really long vowel sound, 2, 2, 2, 2. Now, as always, I like to give the rules section article for where you can find it in the latest edition of the NFHS rule book. And takedowns you can find in 2 different spots. Rule 5, section 25, articles 1, 2, and 3, that is the definition. And in Rule 9, section 1, article 2, that is point scoring. Now, we know takedowns for red or green are worth 2 points apiece. And in the rule book, the 2020-2021 rule book edition, there are 11 photos. Photos 23 through photos 34, they define what takedowns are. Now again, we know there are hundreds, if not thousands of ways to get to a takedown, but the principle remains the same. So as you'll see in this video, there are only a few principal ways that takedowns are awarded. And I talked through the criteria, I won't do it here, I'll talk through it through the moves. But this video will help you. This will help you be a better wrestler, help you be a better coach, if you're a new official, or even a better fan. If you are a parent or guardian, caretaker, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, cousin, grandparent, whatever you are, this video will help you become more knowledgeable with takedowns. So without further ado, let's roll the footage. Now this is probably one of the most common scenes getting a takedown is the top wrestler is behind him. That is 2. The red wrestler has 2. He has restraining power and advantage position. Supporting points are on the mat. This is a textbook 2. So anytime you see this from a neutral position, now remember the referee position, we start with 1 wrestler down, 1 wrestler up, but whenever they start from neutral, this is a takedown. All right, stop right there, perfect. Now, that's commonly known as a Peterson roll, and that can be hit just about anywhere, but that is a reversal, but here he's getting near fall points. Our demonstration subject is just laying down for the purpose of the video. He should be fighting off his back, but anytime you see that, now what the top wrestler has is he has a leg hooked and he has control of an arm. Now if he had, get his head, Branson. Go ahead, keep it like that. Now if he's got that, see how he's with the hand under the arm under the leg with the hand locked on his under the head, that is another variation of this. That is also a reversal. Or if you did it from like a standing position, that is also a 5-point move or a takedown. All right, guys. Now, as we can see right here, the red wrestler still has control of the green wrestler's leg, but if you come behind, whenever the top wrestler locks the leg, it doesn't matter if it's on his left or right, it doesn't matter. That is a takedown. Now we know takedowns are advantage position and controlling power, and this is by the book definition a takedown. All right, this is a very common takedown that you'll see with the feet being on or near the out of bounds line. Now we know the rule that as long as we have the toes in bounds and the top wrestler has the two main requirements of restraining power and advantage position, this is a takedown. Now this could be any part of the mat. It doesn't matter what specific part of the mat it is, but the main thing is the principal rule remains that the toes are in and the top wrestler has the two principal cores of a takedown. All right, now here is a scenario like you just seen, but the only difference is instead of having full body control, the top wrestler only has the ankles. But the caveat to this is whenever the official awards the two that the red wrestler has, he has to unlock his hands from the leg or he gets a technical violation for locking hands, and we know that stops the match. So this is two, feet in, and he has the ankles. Whether it's ankles or not, that right there is two, full body or just ankles. So when the referee awards two, he has reaction time to break his lock and move up the body or just hold on to the legs, but either way, this is a takedown. All right, same scenario, toes in, has control of the ankles, but our bottom wrestler is off the mat. This would not be a takedown. The match would be stopped as if it was a typical out of bounds because this is an injury precaution. So same exact scenario, but you just got to be mindful of like some mats will have the extra piece like this one does. This is a large mat. Some mats only have 6 pieces or whatever the case is, and they're not as wide as this. So you got to be mindful of what you're looking at when you see this. Is the wrestler on the mat or is he off the mat? Any part of his body. All right, now right here, this is a move called a Merkle, and it looks very awkward, but I'm going to show you the principles here. The top wrestler, which has got the red ankle band on, he now has control. He has what was called a wrong leg in, and the two magic principles of restraining power and advantage position with the head. Now, if he didn't have the head, let go of the head there, top man. If he didn't have the head right there, they were still wrestling. That is not two, but whenever he controls that head right there and the arm, that is two. Now, we're going to show you a variation of this from the bottom on a reversal. This is a very, very common missed move by not just newer officials, but veteran officials as well. And a lot of fans and other wrestlers don't know what they're looking at, so we're going to do one. That way you guys can see exactly what a Merkle is from the top and the bottom. All right, now we're going to show you that again, but I'm going to talk you through it. That's a Merkle from the bottom. That would be a reversal. Now, let's do it again, men. Let's go slow. We realize there are about 10,000 different ways to hit moves, but this is a principal move right here. It's called a Merkle. Go ahead, bottom man. Now, slips his head out, and he still had that what we call the wrong leg in. That would be a reversal if the red wrestler started on the bottom. So you've seen an offensive Merkle and a defensive Merkle. Like I said, we know there's many, many different ways to hit that, but what you're looking for is the wrong leg in, either side, doesn't matter, and the control of the head, like our top wrestler has. Shoots in, boom, 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 gets it. Now, the top, or what is now the defensive wrestler on the bottom, he has, as you can see, he's trying to gut wrench to block that takedown. But as long as the top wrestler is in that position, he has restraining power and advantage position. That is a takedown. All right, stop right there, guys. Now, same exact scenario, but instead of the gut wrench, the defensive wrestler on the bottom has through the leg. That is a taught tactic, but that does not stop the takedown. In a scramble, that would still be considered, or not even a scramble, but at any position, that would still be a 2 simply because the top wrestler has supporting points, inbounds, restraining power, and advantage position. shoots in. It's what we call a high seat, and I'll stop right there. Now, the side of the thigh and the buttocks, those are listed as supporting points. So with this wrestler, we see the side of the thigh and the buttocks both are on the mat. If he rolled to his right or left, he's going to have those two supporting points on the mat. So this would be a takedown. Now, another supporting point that you can use mainly for a situation like this is the head. Wrestler on top has his head posted. Now, as you know, you got to have 2 points inbounds, and for a pinning situation, the knees have to be above or behind the out of bounds line. Just know that the head can be used as a supporting point for a situation like this. All right, now in this spot right here, as you can see, the only thing touching on the only supporting part of the bottom wrestler, defensive wrestler in the red, is his knees. This is a very common type of takedown, but this would be a takedown. You don't have to have the entire body on the mat when the supporting points are bearing weight, like his knees are. This is 2. All right, and this is what we call the heavyweight quad pod. We have supporting points on the hands, and we have we have weight on the hands, and of course his feet back there. The top wrestler is behind him. He has his advantage position and controlling power, supporting weight on the hands. This is a takedown. You will commonly see this one in the heavier weights, your heavyweights, 220s, 195s. So just be looking for that. So there you have it, video number 39 in the high school wrestling rule video series covering what is a takedown. This video should make you a more knowledgeable fan, wrestler, new official, coach, whatever your involvement with the sport is. You should be more knowledgeable after watching this video. If you think I deserve it, drop me a big one of these. I greatly appreciate it. Tell somebody about the channel, share it. Whether you have a wrestling page, a school page, whatever the case is, share it so other people can get this knowledge. If you have any ideas of what I need to do next, drop them in the comments and I'll do them for you guys. Until then, my name's Alex Green. You guys be easy and we'll see you on the mats.